this is Allie from Allie Katz Crafts. I'm here to bring you another tutorial on the special delivery January 2026 paper pumpkin kit. You can make 9 cards, and this is the items that you get in it. I'll show you a few of them. I'm getting low, so I probably won't be able to show too much eventually. And I don't do these cards. I change it up to whatever I want. And there's a dimensional backing right there. Pretty funny. It sticks to it. So that's what we get. Okay, so the next thing you will get is stamps. And the stamps say, Cindy Love, you brighten my day, just for you, airmail, happy Valentine's Day. It has a rose and a little cancel stamp and hearts, and I think it says love. The next thing you will get are these little sentiment strips. You get 3 of these, and that's the back side. I use it on my last card. You get these, 3 sets of these. I got plans for these. I just haven't done it yet. And then you'll get this. You get 3 of these. And it's this. And then here's the leaf. I've been using these up. You get 3 of these guys, which I love. And 3 of these. 3 of these card bases. 3 of these card bases. And 3 of these card bases. And you'll get 3 different card envelopes and the green one. You could also order these particular dies. It's for this month. This says beautiful. It has a tulip and some leaves and a cute little stamp die cut. So that's what comes in this month's kit. And I'm sorry I sound stuffy. I've got a cold. I've been working on it for a couple days and I'm not liking it. So, first card we're going to make. The card is called a corner tuck card. And here's the instructions. I will also have it posted down in my description. So look down there if you want to know more information. If you don't want to copy this, you can take a picture of this if you like. And you'll have it. So, I'm going to start with my card base. And I've already cut it and scored it. It's going to be 4 1/4 by 8 inches. I scored it 5 1/2. Okay, then I will take, this is part of the envelope. I cut up my envelope, and the first layer is 2 1/4 by 4 inches. And I use my envelope piece. This is the envelope that we're using. Then you're going to cut another piece, which is called the flap. And that's going to go in here just like this. So you can see that's part of the envelope. The first layer is, let's see, the side flap right here is 2 1/4 by 4. Then you have your flap, the outside flap right here, which is 3 1/2 by 4 inches. Okay, and then layer is 3 1/4 by 3 3/4. And I've already glued it down. And as you can tell, that's the part of the envelope. I like doing that edge. So that is that. Okay. The next thing, you're going to cut a piece of white paper to go on the inside, and we will be stamping this and making it look really pretty. This is 4 inches by 5 1/4. You will then have a 3, I don't think I put this on here, a 2 1/4 by 2 1/4 square. This is what the tux is. And you're going to cut it diagonally, and it's for 2 cards. I then fussy cut this piece out of the kit. And then I found this label right here. I have this thing that's called a feeder box. Karen Titus talks about her feeder box, and I love it. So when I do different kits, I save it. Like that came out of the strawberry kit. And this is out of another kit. I don't remember which one. So I save all my sentiment strips so that I can reuse them. So last month's, I had that. Okay. And so I have different ones. So if I want to come to it, I can. So I chose, and then I also die cut a bunch and have it in advance. So I decided I'm going to use these ones right here. Okay. And I like, it's called my feeder box. She had a great idea. I was shocked. I'm going, that's a good idea. So when I get ready to do cards, I don't have to think about it. I also have this strip that's 4 inches by 1/2 inch, and you'll see where that goes. So we're going to start by stamping. So we're going to start. This is an old stamp. It has little flowers on it. And we're going to put it on here. Now, it doesn't quite fit, and that's why the 1.5 inch strip. So when it does, it's going to look like about that far. And that's the end. It's going to go here, and our strip is going to cover it up, so you'll never know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the Balmy Blue ink. I need to bring this up higher so you can see. I'll put that back in focus after a little bit, okay? Now I'm going to stamp it. I'm going to press my stamp. Now, because this is a foam one, a friend of mine, Allie, was telling me, I just thought I'd point this out. It's not a fabric one like the Stampin' Spots. You can just go like this. This, you have to just tap it on. Okay, so, oh, I didn't want to do that color. Okay, you know what? That's not the one I wanted. I wanted the Bubble Bath one, because this is for the other card. I grabbed the wrong color. So, like I said, I cut this up in small pieces, and it's wonderful. I can clean my big stamps and everything so good. They come really clean. And yes, I've used paint with this, and it's still a great stamp. See, you can see the sparkles where I did sparklies and stuff. This thing is old. I don't even know what year it is. I've had it around for so long. Does it have a year on here? Let's see. No year. I just know I loved it because it had flowers on it. That's all I know. I thought it was the coolest stamp. So let's get the correct color out. I want Bubble Bath because I'm working with this little flower that I fussy cut out. So let's get our Bubble Bath out. So I want to do second generation image. That's important. So I'm going to stamp it up real good. Okay, tap, tap, tap. Just like we're loading up your normal stamp, you want to do that with this. Just tap, tap, tap. Okay, and set that aside. Then I'm going to grab my scratch paper, and I'm going to put it on here and grab my brayer and just do this. Can't see past that. Okay, so make sure I get all the edges. Take a look at it. Oh, it looks good. Now I'm going to take my paper. I'm going to line it up here. Stick it on there. Move this ink out of the way. And use my brayer and do it. Keep it nice and steady. Okay, and then pull it off. Look at that. Just a color that blends in. So once we're done with that, I need to clean it off. Let me put this away. It's just so cold out here too. I mean, oh gosh, when I came out here, so it's 12 o'clock right now at night. And it didn't get above, I think, 50 today, but the wind chill factor. Oh, when I left to go with my grandkids to Chick-fil-A for breakfast and story time at about like 8:30 in the morning, it was like 33 degrees. Chill factor, 22. I thought I was going to die. Not really, but I felt like it. So now it's down to the same thing because it's down low. We're supposed to have snow and ice by Thursday or Friday. So I'm going to put my glue on here. Tap, tap, tap. Dot, dot, dot. Not a lot. Sometimes I'll go like this, but there's not a whole lot that goes on there. So I'm going to make sure I put that end right down here. Line it the best I can. Okay. Put it down. Then I'm going to grab my little strip. And remember that little spot I was telling you about? Take a look. See how there's no ink there? I'm going to cover that up so it looks like one full thing. So I'm going to stick this right here. Leave a little edge. And press it down. See, you can never tell. It just looks like it should be that way, right? So the next thing I want to do, I want to close my glue. This is a very fun card. And it's once you have the measurements, it's easy. And we're going to do 2 cards. just using two different things so that you can see it really good. The next thing you want to do is you want to grab your, I'm going to make it an anniversary card. I need to make a bunch of anniversary cards for my church. So I decided that I would do anniversary cards. So I'm going to bring in Secret Tree. See, I love this ink a lot. I'm going to have to get a refill because I'm using it a lot. So eventually I'll get a refill. Because this one, I can see myself needing to refill it. I mean, as much as I use it, I think it's better than black. And I thought black was pretty nice. So I'm going to put this on here, line it up, look at it from over the top, and stamp it down. Hold it down. And there we go. Happy anniversary. Close up the ink. Now, we've gotten that done. Let's bring our card back in. Next thing we want to do is I want to put this right here. But I forgot to do one thing. I did not do this. Hold on. I have to get some white cardstock. I forgot about this part. I just realized it. I messed up a little bit here. But it's not a problem. So the size that I did right here, I did 3.5 by 4. So I want to go a tiny bit. Well, I want to do that, 3.5 by 4. So let's cut 3.5 by 4 2 times, okay? Because I need it for both the cards. So we'll go 3.5. Use that. I can use that scrap somewhere else. By 4. Three and a half by 4. Okay, I needed this and I didn't even think about it. Okay, so the next thing you want to do, see how it matches up with this? This is important. So, I think what we should do is we should decorate this first. That's what I should do. So let's get my bubble bath ink out. And I want to get my scratch paper back in here that I was using earlier. Move that out of the way. I want to grab this. I want to get my ink topper that my friend Lori gave me. And I just stuck that in the ink. I'm going to go off and go on. Just kind of give this a nice little pink area. Just like so. See how pretty that looks? Just a little bit of color so it's not so stark. Set that aside. I'm going to grab this, which I messed up. So now I need to put this, not this one, this right here because I accidentally laid it in the ink. See? Not bad, but, you know, I want it to be nice. That's why we close our ink, right? I did not do that, silly me. And that's okay. We'll fix that. I'll have to cut one more piece for the other card. But I'm not going to lay it in the ink like I did this time. So we're going to line it up. Like so. Okay. And I didn't quite get it just right. So let's bring in my cutter. And we will trim that so it looks really nice. Stick it in here. Give it a little trim. There. See, that's better. Okay. So now I'm just going to grab this one from over here. And after I get done, I got to do this one thing right here. Okay, so I'm going to get my dimensionals and I want to pop this up. But I think I should lay this down first because I need to get this to go the correct way. So let's get my dimensionals and we will give this some height. And I'll get my twine, because I want to do a big bow. And I could use ribbon, but I think I'd rather have twine for this one. So I'm going to do a big bow. Grab my scissors, which are right here in my drawer. Okay, and then I'm going to grab this, get my tearing tape, and put that right there, that right across there. And this is going to be a cute card. So my happy anniversary right here. Make sure you guys can see it. Yep, you can. So it's going to go right about there. Okay, and then we'll spread our little nest out so it looks really cute. Just like that. Look at my dimensionals. And I will go over here, dimensionalize this little flower that I fussy cut out of that one card. I showed you that card, correct? I think that's good. I'll show you the card again so you know which one I did it from. From this one. So you can see it came from right here. Right there. Okay? So let's put this down on here. This is a very fun card. And it's, you have the measurements, like I always tell you, if you have the measurements and you watch the video, you will succeed at this card. And any card, really. So now, I want to put this down like this. So, remember the trick I showed you? We're going to grab our paper, a little Post-it note, and you're going to put this where you want it, okay? And then put your Post-it note right here on this little edge. So let's take a look. See how the edge is right there and right there? So you know not to go past that. So I'm going to grab my glue. Oh, I just took it off, silly me. That's okay. I know what I'm doing. There we go. I need to go down a little further. No, yes I do. Down so I can see my mark. That's important. It's nice and even right there. Over a tiny bit. So now I'm going to grab my glue. And I know that I don't want to go past that spot. It's more of it's a nice visual, so you don't have to really worry about going over. Because if you go over, you'll glue it to your card base. You don't want to do that. So leave that there so I know. Put that down. And you can remove that now. Make sure it's nice and even. So look at all your, make sure it's even here and here. Okay, and then press it down. Next thing you want to do is you want to grab your other piece of paper, which matches up with this. And you're going to take, and oh, actually I do need to stamp something on here. I almost forgot. So let's grab the bubble bath. And my Stampin' Paris mat. I almost forgot to do this. Silly me. And put just a little flower there. And a flower right there. Oops. Okay. That did not work. Let's turn it over. I didn't get the problem is I didn't get it completely inked. There we go. That's perfect. There we go. Let's close the ink. Now, we'll do what I was going to say. You're going to take your card and you're going to put this right here, like that. You're going to put your glue on here. And you do this so that you can hide it. So all you see from the outside is this, as opposed to the white thing. the white part where you write. Okay, and then push it down. Then you can lift it up and go like this. And look what you have. Isn't that pretty? That turned out beautiful. I love this card. Next thing you want to do is you want to get your embellishments, which are right here. I want to use these again because I really like how they turned out. But we can use anything. I have these ones I can use. Maybe I'll do that. These ones with the pink ones. I really liked them too. So, oh, I just knocked them over. Silly me. No big deal. So I'm going to put one right here and one right there. You know me. I like lots of embellishments. Should I put one in the middle? Yeah, let's put one in the middle of each flower. Why not, right? And then we'll put one right there. This is a very fun card. And I'll get my picker pick. Wait for that to dry for a couple seconds. And I'll get a drink of water while I'm waiting. Okay. There we go. My goober's not working very well. I think I need to get a new one of these. I keep saying that, but I haven't done it yet. That will go with my next order, I think. I've been thinking about getting the lamb. So cute. But I haven't done the plunge yet. Because I really wanted the tulip more than anything. So I'm kind of like, there we go. There's the pretty embellishments. Look at how pretty that is. That's not all, though. Now, remember it's a corner tuck? This is the cool part. You're going to take your little piece that's 2 1/4 by 2 1/4 square. You will take it and put it in your cutter. You're going to go corner to corner and cut it. Put your thing right in the middle, your cutter. Make sure you get it nice even. Take a look through the top, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. See how it's right here in the corner? And you'll start in the middle and go that way and come back. If you don't start in the middle, what happens is you'll mess up the corner. It'll kind of buckle right there, so you don't want that. Next thing you'll do, you have to get your little tape here. And so it's going to go right here. And that's what makes this stay down. So you're going to take your little tape and stick it right there. And then cut it off. Chop it. Okay. And then you're going to do the other side, same thing. All the way down the side. Just like you're doing a shaker card. It's kind of like doing a shaker card. Okay. Press down really good. And you're going to remove the backing. And you have to have it raised up a little bit so it'll tuck in easier. Otherwise it won't. So I'm going to stick it right up here in the corner. So you want to bring it, let's move this out of the way for now. So you want to take it and stick it way up in the corner. Like that. See how it sticks right up there in the corner? Then you take your card and you could tuck it in. That's why it's called a corner tuck. So when the person receives it, they pull it out and they get it. That's where you write your message. I left it blank. So there you go. That's a corner tuck. Isn't that cute? I try to bring new fun folds all the time for y'all. So there's one card. So now we're going to do another one. And we're going to do something different. Here's my corner, the other half. It's the same thing, but I use different paper. So I pulled out this paper out of my stash, and I'm going to use the blue flower. This is called the Lovely Garden, and it's retired, I'm pretty sure. And I pulled out Not this one. There's another one. They're smaller in there. Because that one was too big. Here, I'll show you, actually. So there's different sizes. And this is the size I chose. Was this size. And I almost pulled in this pink one. But I thought, no, I want to use something from the kit. So I really like that flower out of the kit. So we're going to do the same thing with this one. Just do a little bit different. So let's get that's our envelope. Let's get this one out. And we're going to use this one this time. We're going to stamp that all around. So, and we are going to use Balmy Blue. We're going to do second generation with this. I think it's second. Okay, let me double check to make sure. Okay, so we're going to take and stamp it on here. And I'm going to go 1, yes, 2, third generation. Okay, so we're going to grab that. And we're going to do 1, 2, and 3. 1, wait, let's do it right. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And what's really cool about this? 2 and 3. All you're going for is the flower. 1, 2, and 3. The whole idea is to get the edges more than anything. So 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. I have to say it, otherwise I'll mess up. 3. So the whole idea, like I said, is just to get that flower on there. Okay, and that's going to go right there. Move that out of the way. And I'm going to close this up. So I don't want to go inside. Grab my thing and clean the stamp. Now this one I've done a lot of painting, but as you can see, it still stamps really good. I wanted to do a project with this one, and that's why it's like this. I do mixed media, and that's what it was. I wanted to use the actual paint. It didn't stamp very good, though. I didn't like how it turned out. It kind of bothered me that it wasn't very good. I thought it'd be better, but then the paint got dried on there. I didn't get to it fast enough, and I kind of messed it up, which is okay, you know. It still works. That's all that matters, right? So the next thing I want to do is I want to stamp in here, happy anniversary. Like I said, I got to make like 30 cards for church for the next 3 months. So I try to do a whole bunch all at once. There we go. Happy anniversary. And then I'm going to bring in, first I'm going to clean off my stamp. Okay. And bring in my Balmy Blue and my go all around the edges. Now I want to show you another quick technique. So you notice that last card, I did not ink around the edges. So I thought I would show you this. So with this, you could go along and give it a little more color on the edges. Kind of looks neat. You know, gives it a little more vintage look, kind of. So it's kind of, I like it. But I don't always remember to do it. My friend Lori gave me this. I love these. The big brushes sometimes don't do a very good job because they do have too much space. I just want like a small something, and it works out perfect. So there we go. That is done. So now we're going to glue this on the inside. clear that glue there. I left it unattended too long. And with this one, you don't need to worry so much about the paper going too far, not going far enough over there. It's okay. But I still want to put that there because I really liked how this looked. It kind of tied it all together. I have this little piece left. I'm going through my envelopes pretty quick. I like them, and I like using them for background. So there's that. Okay. Get my dimensionals. And we will put one right here. One right there. And I haven't decided which one I really want. I think I like that one better. Yeah, let's go with that one. I fussy cut two out because I couldn't decide which one I really wanted. So now I want to get my, where's it at? Sorry, I gotta wipe my nose. Getting a little drippy. I want to do something. I lost my train of thought. What was I going to do? Oh, twine. I want to do my bow. So I'm going to wrap it around 3 times. And then we're going to chop it. Okay, and then get my tearing tape. I used to always glue this down. And then someone showed me, I think it was Allie, to use the tearing tape. I'm going, oh, that's a better idea. So I don't have to wait forever for it to dry. It's just done. Okay, so let's take and pull out the backing. And then we're going to stick this right down here. Separate our little twine around. There we go. Like that. And now, here's my flower. It's going to go right there. We dimensionalize the flower so it really stands out all pretty. Okay, there we go. That is perfect. So the next thing I need to do is I need it. Now, see the front part of the envelope is that? But look, that's going to cover it up. You'll never know. Actually, I want to put it out there. I know why I had the green ink out. I had a plan to cover up that a little bit. I'm going to get the old olive. I couldn't remember why I brought it out. And I looked and I go, wait a second, that's what I was supposed to do. So I'm going to make it so it's not as obvious by going like this. Just kind of inking it. That way it's not quite as obvious. Actually, I could just start in the middle because guess what? You're not going to see it. It's going to be covered up. So my main thing is to get this right here, this white, so it's not so bright. Okay, there we go. So now, when I put this down, it's not going to be as obvious. You'll see that little, looks like a decorative stuff there, because I have to make sure this gets tucked under, so that's important. So let's get our little Post-it note, lay this down about right here, right there, and then we'll put our Post-it note down so we don't have to think about where it is. And I need to go higher. Okay, now I know I need to put my glue right here. Get my glue. Lay this back down. We know that it's going to go right about there. I'll move that paper out of the way. Bring it down so it matches up. You don't want that to show. Okay, there we go. Okay, that turned out really good. So now I need to cut one more piece of paper because I used that one on the other one when I put it in ink by accident. So let's get one over here. I always have lots of scraps. And what size did I say it was? It was 3.5 by 4. So let's see, this should be 4 inches. Yeah, it is. Pretty close. I only have to cut a little bit off. So 4 inches by 3.5. Perfect. And I did throw that on the floor. I don't know why. I usually don't do that. But that's okay. So now I'm going to lay it on the back here like I did before. That way I know exactly where to put it. I'm going to put my glue on here. And that's kind of moved on me. No big deal. So I want to take it and just close it up. And it'll be right in the right spot. And you won't have it seen. So you can write your sentiment and do this. Now it's not perfectly straight because that wasn't straight, but that's okay. So there we go. Now let's put some embellishments on it. We're not going to put the pink though. Oh, we have to do this too. I almost forgot about this. My little tape is right here. Then we'll put some embellishments on here. So you can get this stuff on Stampin' Up. It's called dimensional strips. And it's great stuff. I just happen to have this because I bought it a while back. And I have 2 more rolls. So I have a lot of this. So I don't need to buy any right now. And I got mine off of Amazon because I wasn't a demonstrator then. So I have plenty. I don't need to buy any. But this works really great for shaker cards. But Stampin' Up! Has it all nicely organized. It's really nice. Mine's in a roll, a little bit different. So I want to grab this and stick it up in the corner like I did the last time. I touched the camera with my head. Sorry about that. Okay, press it down. And it's going to get tucked in here just like this. Corner tuck. Isn't that cool? A little bit different. Let's bring our twine out so you can see it. Got more twine on the bottom than on the top. Let's pull this out. There we go. That's better. I like that better. Okay. So let's bring out our little itty bitty bokeh, I think it's called. Bokeh? Your guess is as good as mine. I just know I love it. That's all I know. We'll put one right here and right there. And there, and one there, and one right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, let's put one more right here. So we have 7. There we go. I'll put my lid on it. This is a cool, I love this card. And I love showing you new fun folds. I get tired of doing the same thing. I really do. I think that's just who I am. I don't like to do the same thing over and over. So I end up just coming up with different ideas because I really like doing different things. And these are so cute. So eventually I'm going to do, my normal checker card. I'm going to use this for the inside. I already know that. May have to purchase another one eventually because this is great stuff. Let's do this one right here. There we go. So there's my embellishments for this one. This is the card. It's a tuck card. So they could still have it on display, but they could just tuck it in. Just a fun card. So let's decorate the envelopes. So I'm going to grab this one and the Balmy Blue. And I want to stamp off and then stamp on. Oh, such a pretty flower. You know, Stampin' Up! Makes a really cute stamp set that goes with this. And I'm going to have to bring that out. Okay, so I'm done with this one. Just a really quick envelope. Let's clean off my stamp. We're going to get the bubble bath out, and we'll do the next envelope. Sorry this video is taking a while. So where's my little, here it is over here. So I'm going to grab this and go right there. Oh, it shows the little edge. That's okay. That's all right. You know what? I think I could do that. I could do this so it won't show the edge. There we go. That's better. Let's do that on the same on the other side. I do like that. There we go. So there's our envelopes. Let's move this out of the way and I'll clean that in a minute. Yeah. Here's our cute envelopes. And here's our cards. Corner tuck. Little different. And I'll put the measurements down on the bottom. And if you did not get a picture of that, it'll be down on the bottom. So there's this one, corner tuck. And I don't know if I told you this, I used the Stone and Vine 3D. And I also used the Layers of Beauty Happy Anniversary stamp. So that's what I used. So thank you for watching. Please like and share. And I appreciate that. Have a wonderful day. Bye.